Okay. Proceed, no. So, let me maybe introduce myself just a little bit. I'm Jean-Pierre Desmoulins. This is the French translation, the French word of the mills. So, I'm actually an engineer in the field of AI, and I'm currently the vice president of the French Bridge Federation, in charge of education and development. So, not only for youth, but the development of the federation. As you may know, this is a quite big federation. This is 75,000 people, 75,000 members in the federation. I have also some projects for the World Bridge Federation, and you can find here my address if you want to contact me. Of course, feel free to do this. Thank you. So, I will talk about different things that Milan wanted me to talk about. This is some projects in France that we managed to organize and to show you what's going on, in which field we had success and in which field we had some defeats and we didn't manage to succeed. So actually the situation in France is this one. We have a growth of the membership. Everything is based on human energy, as you may know, so you have to find people to do things and that are very efficient on the ground. That's the first step. I think that one very important point today is digital tools. This is very important for the future, and we managed to do some things during the COVID crisis, and so I think this is the future. And there is nothing here as big projects. There are no big projects involving a lot of money, for example. This is always ideas that you can take and you can organize in your own NBO. So. So that's the first point. We have a partnership with FunBridge, and actually this was very successful, so I think you can do the same. As you may know, FunBridge has a very interesting policy for youth. It means this is free. This is totally free for under 25, so for juniors, for example. You can ask them to go and to train on FunBridge. This is totally free. So we have organized festivals for youth players. There are 5 categories in this within these festivals. So we have 4 categories for youth. So the little one, the a little bit higher and taller. So, etc. Older, yes. And we have a category for initiators. So, in France, we are organized with regions called comités. And in these regions, we have some people that are responsible for the organization of the training for youth in each region. And then we have initiators that teach bridge actually in schools and out of schools. But mainly this is in schools during school time or outside school time. We have both, both programs. And our problem was to make them play, because they wanted to play, we wanted them to play, but actually they didn't play. And that's our problem. We analyzed the data of the French Bridge Federation. We have a lot of data with players, so electronic player, digital players, and face-to-face player. And we analyzed what's the main point to predict if they will stay the second year of bridge. And the main point is, do they play during the first year? That's the point, and that's what we want to do. Actually, this is very difficult to do this thing in presence, because, and we can see it later, the clubs are not really organized to welcome youth. So the solution, and one of the best solutions, in my opinion, is to create this kind of festivals in Funbridge, we do it 3 times a year. So for 4 categories and initiators, so that they can participate with the students. So that's a big initiative, and we had a great success with that. That's fine if you can give several titles. You know, the more titles, the best it is. So people that wins in a category stays here the next year. So give a lot of medals, of titles, etc., etc. They have absolutely to win sometimes. Okay. So something much more difficult by now, but it's the beginning in France. We try to organize, you know, festivals on real bridge, so events on real bridge, to make them play in a kind of face-to-face event, but in a digital way. That's much more difficult. So I know we organize that for international events, for example, or for training between teams, between national teams. But for youth, this is a little bit tricky because we have to find trained directors. They have to be precisely on a specific time, you know, in front of their computer. So it's a little bit harder to manage. So this is the beginning. For example, we have regularly, I would say, hi.
Hello.
Hello. So we had festivals on Real Bridge 3 times a year, too, in 3 categories. But we have maybe 10 tables, you know, involved in this kind of festival. So this is not the same amount of the same number of players than on Real Bridge, where they can play when they want. This is much easier.
Sorry to disturb here.
Yeah.
So playing with robots has much bigger participation than playing, let's say, online face-to-face.
Yes, but it could be. So I say yes. It's a little bit harder, harder experience. But because I think this is a good transition between playing with robots, so in an asynchronous kind of play, and playing in presence, face-to-face, for competitions, for example, or in clubs, even if it's a little bit difficult. But so I think we don't have to let it, and we have to continue this kind of event. So that's our, you know, 2 experiences on Real Bridge, on Funbridge. We included different tools. So we included Real Bridge, we included BBO, we included Into Bridge too in our tools for training people, not especially youth, but everyone. We have a special tools in France involving, you know, kind of Zoom, so video conference tool, and a tool that is for bridge, that is chosen by the teacher. So he can switch between, for example, Zoom and then a table, so we can go into bridge, for example, or BBO, etc., etc., and then come back to the classroom and explain that they have to make the finance or squeeze, I don't know, depending on your level. Okay, so that are the experience in France about that. Oh, one big thing in France nowadays is Petit Bridge. Who knows what is Petit Bridge? Know it?
Mini bridge is the same?
No, Petit Bridge is smaller. No. Petit Bridge, this is that. So I took some cards and the booklet of Petit Bridge. I can show you later what it is. This is a version of bridge with only 10 cards and you know, a little funny cards. You know? This is a trick-taking game, so it's very, very easy to play. And we use it in France for 6 to 9 children. You know? So we have a convention, so a kind of contract with the Ministry of Education, in France, not only for petit bridge, but also for mini bridge and for bridge. So we can go to the schools and show our convention that tells that we are friendly with them and efficient and etc., and not dangerous, of course. And we use it with teacher to teach to the children mathematics, well-being, and different skills, not only technique, but also interpersonal skills. That is very important today, and yes, in France too, because we have a lot of problems in schools, as you may know. So that's very good to teach strategy, listening to other people, collaborative jobs, etc., etc. That is not very well treated in France in school. So that's our program. Teachers are trained even if they don't play, and that's very important. That's a very important point. So the point is to leverage. That's something very important. You cannot do only with bridge players. So you have to teach to trainers of trainers. Our trainers of trainers in this program are the mathematics teachers, or just the teachers for pupils, people from 6 to 9 years old. So we teach to this kind of people, and then they use this program, Petit Bridge, in the classrooms, and they can they have a booklet to teach Petit Bridge with mathematics exercises, etc., etc., and then we can have a link with them to bring them to bridge. Yes?
So one question, how do you convince the teachers to learn how to train? If they don't play bridge?
Yes. The first point is maybe the convention. So we will share, and I show you what we can share with you, a kind of convention so that you can show it to your Ministry of Education. I don't know, where do you come from?
From Hungary.
Hungary, yes. Maybe you can show it to your ministry and show that it works in France, so why not in Hungary? That's the first point. And then we have some results of experiments that show that bridge is interesting. So not Petit Bridge at the moment, but for bridge. We have also this thing that's very important. This is an Erasmus Plus program. You may know Erasmus. What is Erasmus programs?
Yes.
So three states are involved. This is Poland, this is the Netherlands, France, and a laboratory of pedagogy in Vienna. So we taught bridge, Petit Bridge, in 5 schools in each state, and then we will gather the results and analyze it to know if there is an improvement of the skill levels in math and etc., etc. You will have the results, and that may help you in your country in April or May. And so I will share it with you this time, maybe on WBF website, for example. So that's the point. And something interesting too is that we organized training sessions for math teachers that are within the training program, the official training program of the teachers in France. So this is a program called Magister, and this is a digital program for French teachers, and they have to have this training 1 time a year. So they can choose what they want to do. And so they can choose, for example, Petit Bridge or Bridge, because there are Petit Bridge and Mini Bridge, and so be trained for this kind of tool. There is you can think about many many ways to teach Petit Bridge. The main point for me is to leverage, and for example, we trained trainers of teachers. So this is 1 level above, so that they can share this experiment with other people, and so you can leverage much better. So that's the point. There is so I manage a program for the WBF, and so you will have some tools in a few months on the WBF website. The idea is to share our material, so our tools. You will get the cards. So for the cards, for example, if we have the cards, the files of the cards, we can give it to you and share it with you. If we don't, we can send you the files of the cards and the booklet. If you want to translate it, you can do it, then send back to me and I'll share it on the WBF website. Then you just have to sign a letter that it owns the French Bridge Federation. You can produce the cards and you can sell the cards. So this is possible. You know. We do it at the French Bridge Federation, sorry. We do it for English, for French, of course, and in a few months for Spanish too.
You want
So,
Dutch?
and in Dutch, yes, this is the Dutch Bridge Federation who made this. This is one of the first programs. For example, Latvia made this, and Slovenia too. So we have several states involved in this program. So that's probably something you can use in a very efficient way, I think, to enter the schools in your country. I'll show you maybe later the tool, because today there is a way to play Petit Bridge in a tool that I developed, and there is a special option now on my website so that you can make it playable. You can have the deals and you can make them play by the children and the teachers. So it could be interesting to make them play on mobile or the computer. Yeah.
Okay, before we go further, now you can think what is next. So it's 20 minutes, so let's try to get a very short break. Try to rescale. Short break means, okay, you can take coffee, but let's try the test. Close your eyes, relax, and now try to think if you have in your neighborhood 3 to 5 people who you can actually use, that they will teach bridge or Le Petit Bridge or something. Just try to picture their names if you have some of those people you can use. Anybody found out more than 5?
Anybody found one?
Okay, great. So at least for some people that works, because when he comes back, you already have a big group that can start using it.
So if you want to see what it is, the booklet is here, and the cards are here, and you can see it later maybe here on the table. So a missed attempt, yes, is integrating youth in clubs. We didn't manage exactly to integrate youth in clubs because the mood is not maybe the good one. You know, there are very old people in France. This is probably the same in your state. What's the the average of age in your state for bridge players?
74.
That's ours. So I feel so young. Yeah. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, around 70, I think.
Yeah, 73. In the States, this is 74. So this is very old people. So we have problems to get them involved in the life, you know, of the clubs. And the culture is maybe too different. But maybe next one. So we have created things that are clubs dedicated to youth in big cities. And that works. Actually, that works. We called it Quai des Jeunes Bridgeurs, so young bridge quays. This is a French translation. There are about 10 clubs for youth in France. This is only in the big cities, Paris, Rennes, Marseille, etc., etc. And the principles are basically to offer meals and drink. That's the main point. They have to drink, sometimes alcohol, and and get pizzas, for example, and just have fun in trick-taking games. You know? So we organized that. We funded that with the regions in France. So this is not very expensive, for maybe some hundreds or 1,000 euro. You can do it something, have a pilot program in this way. We can help you, and we can share, for example, documents. We have some tips that we know that works or don't work, so we can share it with you.
We use the word youth for under 25, I think, in bridge.
Under 41. Yes. Remember, where do we come from?
But in those clubs, how do you mix the petit bridge players and the juniors that play championships and everything in between? How do you mix that?
There is no petit bridge within these clubs. There is only bridge, mini bridge or bridge, because mini bridge is the first step for bridge for adults and maybe teenagers. Yes, teenagers. But petit bridge is dedicated to schools.
Okay. Now, but then again, there's a big difference between a 14-year-old and a 21-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
How do you mix that in those clubs?
Oh, this is very natural. There's no problem
No?
to make them play together. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. So this is a good experiment in France, and that can work in your big cities. Yes.
Do you have time to connect youth clubs to
to clubs, to normal clubs.
Yeah, in the future, I mean, or do you just wait for them to, like, to die out?
I think
I mean,
to die. This is recorded. I can't tell you. I think it can be, how can I say, the birth of a new kind of clubs. This is the way I see it. I think that, for example, Quai des Jeunes Bridgeurs, so Youth Bridge Quay, can be the future of our clubs. So it can be just, seed for the future. I see it like that, but I don't think really, what I can say, people that are beginning bridge in Youth Bridge Club very often move out from their cities, and there is no Quai des Jeunes Bridgeurs Youth Club. And so they naturally will go in other clubs. So,
JP, Sophie, and Trine, and Richard. So you're accumulating questions.
You said that you've only tried this in big cities, right? Because in Norway we have the opposite experience, where if we try it in the big cities like Oslo, it completely fails because they have so many options, whilst in the smaller regions or small municipalities, they really thrive. Have you tried in small places, or have you only tried in the big cities?
we have other experiments, but not for youth, not exactly for youth, but for players in general. For example, we have a moving school of bridge. Someone with a bus going from a city to another one, just in the center of France, in a region called Auvergne. There is nobody in Auvergne. Don't go here. But he came and he got a lot of new members. So it can work, yes. For youth, I think that real bridge or digital bridge is probably something better. So we have course organized on Saturday morning in France for young people too. But there are, maybe 20%, only 20%. So I think this is the best way for the youth.
Really 20 people is...
Yeah, it's not very good.
Okay, for us it would be very good.
No.
We would be very happy if you had
No, I understand. I understand, but this is, it can give, a proportion of people that would be interested for that.
Yeah, I was just thinking, when you have these youth clubs in the bigger cities, to get the players there to go to the other clubs, getting to know each other, and then in the bigger cities there are plenty of bridge clubs. If they don't have somewhere to meet up, they will go in all different bridge club and never be together and be pretty bored. But if they are together here, they can say, oh, we could play Tuesday, we could all go together in that bridge club, so they're not alone with all the old people. But they will be a group of maybe 4 or 6. My daughter and some of her friends playing in there right now, they are 14 to 18. They're playing in a normal bridge club with old people, even older than me, but they're together. They're 4 players in the same club. So it's kind of...
Or even taking some people from the normal bridge clubs and bringing them to the youth clubs.
No.
Richard?
Yeah. Could you tell something more about the funding? Like you said, it's regional, you organize it.
Yes, everything is free of charge for youth.
For youth.
So the federation and the region fund the operation. So it's maybe 1,000 or 2,000 euros per year to fund this, just to pay the teacher and to get meals and drinks.
And pizzas.
So for one youth club, it's
yes,
1,000
1,000.
euros.
Yeah.
So it's from the contribution of the members, like federation.
Contribution of members is 0, and contribution of the federation and our regions is 1,000 or something like that. But it's depending on the teacher. If he is a volunteer or not. That's the point. Yes. And you have to find someone who is young to be a teacher in this kind of bridge clubs, of course.
The sponsor will help too.
Sorry?
The sponsor will help too.
Okay, no question? We can go? Okay, so let's go. We made a social media campaign, so it had a massive impact. Here you can see that we got 1,500 contacts, and half of them have been sent to clubs, to bridge clubs. We have 1,000 clubs, about 1,000 clubs, and so this is, and the other half has been sent to digital tools. So we organized some classes for these people where we gave money to teachers to train them, and the 5 first lessons were free of charge for the people. So we got maybe only 100 of them for the future as members of the French Bridge Federation. So it could be interesting because you can do this in a national area, and you can do this for clubs in a restricted area next to your city, for example. Could be very efficient. For example, on Facebook, for people like me and you. So that could be interesting for you. So maybe the next one. Sponsorship tournament, yes, we tried. This was my idea, and it didn't succeed. I thought we could make tournaments, for non-bridge players, for people that don't play bridge, and tell them, okay, the way to play bridge is this one. This is just a trick-taking game, and then you can come and just play bridge with people. The problem has been the comprehension of these projects by the people on the ground. They didn't understand really what we wanted to do. So we didn't manage to have a lot of new members, thanks to this operation. Maybe we will try something else, and I can give you some tips the next time about that. Another form of this operation. So the next one. Yes. So we have problems in France because we don't have enough teachers for our bridge clubs. Yeah. We have a lot of.
1,000 is not enough, but.
Sorry.
1,000 is not enough.
Yes, we have 1,000 clubs, but we have problems to find teachers, and we want them to be to have a training before to teach bridge, because this is not so obvious to teach bridge. You know, in France, 50% of the new members go away after the first year of bridge, so this is huge. So that's a problem, but we don't have really teachers in each club. This is one point for development. This is to have a course for beginners in each club. So my problem was that the people didn't want to sit for an exam at 60 years old, you know, when they were 60 or 70 years old. And so I created this kind of videos, so videos on internet and the website of the French Bridge Federation that they can watch. It lasts maybe 10 minutes, and then they can do the session, avoiding the biggest mistakes for the session. We have a very organized system with lessons that we organize ourselves, and so we know what they have to do within these lessons. And these videos, there are maybe 40 videos now, allows us to tell the volunteers, the teachers, what to do within this kind of sessions. So today we have 150 new initiators in France, thanks to this operation. So telling just the presidents of the club, you can go, you have auto-training tools, and then you can tell them to teach bridge. So that was great. Yeah.
So basically the teachers that you have, is it like a full-time paid employment, or do they also do that on a voluntarily basis?
Basically they are volunteers.
They are only volunteers?
Yes.
Perhaps there would be enough of a motivation to motivate them with money, because they are like, sacrificing their own time.
Yes.
And expecting some sort of a return or
Yeah, you're right. You're right. This is not the same public. This public is for seniors, for retired people. So this is initiators, so they don't want to be trained. They just want to give their time to bridge. So that's a program designed for this kind of public. We have other training sessions and degrees in France. We have 3 degrees for people who want to be a bridge teacher in a professional way. So we have moniteur, maître assistant, and professors. This is the highest rank, and these people are paid to teach bridge. They are paid by essentially by the students, and not the federation or the clubs.
That would be basically my second question. That most of the time, that what's happening in my country, for example, is that it's expected from us who teach bridge that we do it voluntarily, and the same way vice versa, that the students that are actually interested in the course do not expect to pay anything for the course. So how do you solve this issue actually? Because I guess this is a problem for many countries, not just mine.
Oh, I was bridge teacher and I earned a living 15 years long, and I had no problems to make them pay, but you have to explain immediately what's the rate, the money you want them to give you at the first lesson. So this is natural, this is a laser.
Okay,
So
maybe I weigh in
yeah,
here,
of course.
because Richard is from Slovakia, and we have also some other Western, Eastern European countries, Central European countries, South European countries. I don't want to insult anyone, but we heritage something from the past, and also here in the Czech Republic it's changing super slowly. We are 35 years after communism, when everything was shared and free and everybody worked for the same wage and nobody got paid, nobody paid anything. So we heritage that thing, and to change the mindset of the people takes generations. So it's not about years. Maybe in Slovakia it might be even worse than at our country, but now we see that already in this or future generation, this past is already over, because the grandparents and stuff who are actually parenting and sharing, the experience is over, and now everything is paid. And if you have troubles, and this is what I experienced when I went to a school and run the classes in the schools, is that I'm not going to run a class in your school unless you provide the payment for the teacher. And if you go to the schools, they have funds. And they will tell you, I can give you a wage what I'm giving to any other after class thing. It can be 10 euros, it can be 5 euros, it can be 20 euros. But it must be your demand, because the teacher must be paid. Volunteers usually stays for half a year, maximum a year. If they are very self-motivated, they might stay a little bit longer. Unless they're retired, they have time. But in my experience, I had to change completely. We had 20 volunteers in 1 year. We had 2. In 2 years, I was doing it alone. So it doesn't work. People must be paid.
Yes, so at the university or even with youth players, I feel like if you have at least like a really small amount of money they pay for my course, they pay for 14 lessons, they pay 30 euros in total. This is quite affordable for nearly everybody, but it also adds a commitment. They said, I already paid for that, so I actually come again because I paid for a service, so I want to use the service I paid for.
Very important.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, let's say, like, we are not talking about the people that are studying at the university. These are mostly young people, and they see the world the way it is, let's say, yeah. But if we take, like, in my country, the people that are 40, 50, 60, they are unwillingly paying, that they wouldn't pay anything because they would be unwilling to do it, because they were used to be that everything that they were taught was for free. So this is basically like the problem that I'm.
Even football or tennis?
Yeah, so like for a football club that you are a member of, you paid like such a small amount of money that it was comical. So.
We have the two models in France for youth. We have some regions, because we have 29 regions in France with different models for youth. We have in some regions they have to pay, and in other regions they don't have. And they have the best results in regions where they have to pay. And they have to pay sometimes 50 euros per year. So it's expensive. I think this is expensive for a child. And we have the best results here, because we can give more services in this case.
In an optimal world, I would say that everybody should be paid, and everybody should pay for anything that's like modern capitalism, for sure. But as mentioned, like, we need, in my country, in my opinion, like 2 to 3 more generations to pass out. And yeah, it sounds.
We're recording.
It sounds sad, but it's the way it is. And then I guess that everybody would hop on this, mindset of, if I want to achieve something, I should pay for it. If I pay for it, I'm motivated because I already spent my own money, actually.
Yeah, I'll just tell you an example. I'm a parent, 6-year-old girl, and now if I want her to participate in an after school class, even they're just running around and fooling around, I pay 10 euros per the lesson. And they're just running around, nothing else. There's no education. Still, I pay as a parent, and I'm happy to do it because they're developing.
And you're paying for somebody's time.
Exactly. And like space. What I learned from the first actually coach seminar when we had 10 years ago or something, that the Israelis said that, Gilad, it's about how you sell it. If you say bridges, a card game, mind sports is difficult and stuff, then people say, okay, let's not. But you must think in your head, I have the best product in your mind. I have the best product for your kids. It costs only 10 euros. Change your mindset. For me, it really helped and it opened doors. And if I come there, it costs only 10 euros. And this is the best thing. They improve in math, language, and stuff. And thanks to France or Poland, US, we might have some studies which prove it. Then it opens doors to schools, afternoon clubs and stuff. It really works. Just try to change your mindset in this.
You spoiled my conclusion.
Sorry.
I'm totally aligned with what you said.
Sorry, I have a question. Did any of the countries, I'm thinking especially of Poland, try bridging church?
Bridging the church?
Yes.
You know,
There are many churches
Oh my god, scandal, please, no.
No, it's too dangerous for cheaters.
For cheater.
the priest at my church, he said cards are the devil's tool.
Exactly.
But I don't think, for example, the priest I have now in my church would say the same. I mean, okay, I volunteered to teach them chess, for example, and also want to try to teach them bridge. And I'm thinking he's very well with the administration of the church, and the Romanian church is, the Orthodox church is very strong. I mean, theoretically we are 97% believers or something, but we are not.
Oh yeah.
You
Good
understand
public.
the idea?
Yeah.
So, still, each church has like a house where kids come and do all sorts of stuff. I think at my place they have even sort of an after school or something.
You have to talk about that. I can't because I'm French.
So nobody ever thought of or tried because
you know about our
never
secularism, so we didn't manage to do those kind of things.
Just curious if anyone has ever
I think
tried.
we can all agree that it didn't work in the past, so probably in the near future it wouldn't work either. So maybe. No, because Czech Republic is 90% of atheists, so we don't really have any religion here, so we hope not these troubles. We had communism, that was another problem.
So yes, we have beginner events, and that's very interesting. This is not especially for youth, actually, but they can participate to this event. These tournaments are made for beginners and second years and third year, 2 times a year in January and May, and we organize that with special boards, special deals, educational deals, so that they can manage this. So this is very interesting. We have a lot of beginners involved in this kind of tournaments. We give points, French points, for the ranking, etc., etc. And we made this online and in face-to-face sessions. So before COVID, it was face-to-face session. And from the COVID and from this year especially, we have some tournaments online. So Funbridge and Synchronous Bridge 2. So we have two championships, and we have monthly tournaments too, with special deals for beginners. So you just have to make some educational deals if you have a program, so an educational program, and then have deals that fit with your program, and then make tournaments. You can do almost every year the same tournament. This is not a problem.
We use 2 sets.
You use 2 sets, yes. So this is a very small amount of work, and this is very interesting for people. You can do this on different kind of platforms, so maybe into Bridge too. I don't know, probably.
Yeah, and just to spoil things, I don't know if you wanted to show this.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, because now I'm promoting the French things, but they have these booklets. I think that in Norway or somewhere in Sweden they might have it as well. So you have this pack of cards where you have 24 deals preset that you can change that, and then you have this booklet. I will talk about that tomorrow in the project, what we might have and what we might all share. But actually this might work extremely well, that we have the preset deals also not only online, which is modern and they can play from home, but also to replay the hands without the need for the coach to have duplication machines and duplicate many. You can just buy a couple of packs of cards and distribute it. So probably a good solution.
Can I buy some?
From French, yes. I don't know if you're rich enough.
I don't know.
How much is this booklet? I think
it must be, I think, €6 for that.
Yeah, so you can buy it from French. We'll have the project. We'll start working on that. We will have this possibly in English, but I will talk to him tomorrow.
We have a question over here as well.
Yes.
How does all this information reach the beginners? So, like, you have the beginner tournaments, classes, everything.
Sorry.
How does the information reach the beginners about
Oh,
all these
good question.
projects?
That's my main problem, you know. This is to reach beginners and to tell them what are exactly the services that French Bridge Federation give to them. We have problems to do this because we have to go through teachers who are not always aware of these kind of things or motivated to tell them that it exists because they have to organize it in their clubs and they are not always, you know, dynamic enough to organize that. So my project now is to change two things. So the training of the trainers, to involve them in a path to take the beginners and bring them to the table of their bridge club. So not only to teach them bridge, but to take them and go to the table of their club. So this is something totally different. And the second one is to change the way we teach to people with a change of books too. And I want them to have in these books the different tools that they have on the site of the Bridge Federation and the moments where they have to play. For example, this tournament, this monthly tournament on the different platform or face-to-face, and the championships within the book. And so I'm sure in that way that I will reach the beginners. We have problems too in France because
this is another French game, so maybe you can describe what it is, because this is the solution for the church.
Oh.
You don't have cards, you have stones. Yeah. It's a board game, so you don't have cards, but it's actually bridge. And you can play with stones. I
really hope we passed the idea that bridge or card games are devilish. I mean, hopefully. Okay, sometimes people were devilish, we burned people out. I think even Romanian Orthodox Church, they may have passed.
But this is another option. What the French Federation actually did is to create a board game for beginners, something like Petit Bridge, but the next step for older ones. For card games, so that's also part of the French thing. You can just buy it in a complete board game.
Yes. Yeah, this is a board game to play bridge. This is another way to play bridge, and we created this during a hackathon that we organized at the French Bridge Federation 2 years ago. A hackathon. It's not an English word. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry?
You know the board game crew.
The board game? I don't understand.
The crew.
The
crew.
No.
I don't understand.
Crew.
It's a board game.
Not a board game.
Oh.
Okay, let's.
The question is, do you know it? You can say no.
Okay, no.
No.
So I talked about that. So that's our different vision. So that's my website. This is just a Swiss knife, you know, for bridge teachers. That's a way to see it. On this website, this is 100% free. There is no subscription. So, and this is digital bridge in one click. This is not an application. It runs in everywhere, and you can play bridge anytime in your browser, in your browser. So, the principle is that you can take your educational board, educational deals, and make them playable against 3 AIs in the way you want. So you have different options, like bridge, of course, just show the auction and not bid. You can,
Okay, I'll probably show the practical thing because in the video it is not. I will include the URL on the website with the program, including, let's say, all the links for those videos once I process them, of the presentations we can share. I will put everything on the website of this seminar. I will show knowledge.com, like the same where we have the program and the results.
Yeah. The principle here, you can enter the card or upload a file, a PBN file or a DUB file, you know. Here you choose the options. So for example, show nothing if you just want to show people what is a trick-taking game. For example, to recruit new players. It's very easy to make them play in this kind of way. You can choose so the scoring mode, vulnerability, and the goal of the board. So you can choose just made or one more, etc., etc. You can place your player here in house if he's a declarer, so this is an attack problem, or in defense, here or here.
This is a new feature, by the way, for those who tried it before.
No.
Didn't manage.
Yeah. No,
This is kind of
exists,
a new feature.
Yeah. You can set the beginning of the card play. For example, if you want to place your player, you know, at a specific point of the deal, you can do this. You can comment the cards. You can set the auction. Add a comment at the end of the deal, and just click on generate. So declarer has to be in south. Yeah, excellent. You can click on generate here. So, and that's all. Here you have a link. You can share this link or this QR code. This is the same. Where you want. You do what you want with that. So I can just tell you a few words about the way to use it. So we use it in France and in the world because this is used mostly outside of France. Yeah, just maybe the presentation. So this is used, for example, by math teachers. We use it for the training sessions of math teachers in France too, so that they can play deals and not only read deals. So that's very useful for that. You can add it in your articles. For example, in the French magazine of the Federation, we include QR codes and links to the deals so that people can play just by clicking on the link. In newsletters, for example, Andrew Robson uses it very often, every week in his newsletters, and maybe I think 2,000 deals are played every week through his newsletter. So, websites, of course, website of math teachers, of bridge teachers, of course, too. One is here, one of them is here.
Should I show the implementation? Okay, so for example, how I implemented this into my website is that, for example, for the card play, if I have a lesson like cashing winners, then you can generate the hands, prepare them, and I have the deal, so with just one click, you're redirected to the deal, to the problem. You can play it on the computer or on the phone, and kids can, or anybody, can just play the hand, and it includes the text solution as well. As JP said, you can set up that they only play. You can comment on the bid, so explain that this is a statement. It can force the people to make a specific bid, so to try and test. And for example, how I use it later, but this is already a 2 years old video when I started with this. And then just with one click, I have the video solution.
In the first board, we play a no-trump contract, and our
the older version of the app which I used. So there has been a lot of development on this. Thank you, Jean-Pierre, for that. But see, just 2 clicks, and you have it done, and you can show it to unlimited number of people without moving a finger.
Yes. So you can create deals in a few clicks, in a few seconds, and just make them play. The problem we have is that people are old and don't know exactly how to use digital tools. So here, this is very simple. You just click and play. Point. Here you are. That's the point. Maybe for the future, what we will do for the future. This is the next one.
See video commentaries. Okay.
Yes, commentary. You can do what you want. So we had 400,000 deals played last year, and it grows every week. We have more and more deals played, and this is available in 10 languages by now. If you are interested, I can send you a file, so a JSON file. You translate the wording, and I can give it to your federation and your members. There you are. Yes.
It's already.
Yeah. So, and now this tool is available for Petit Bridge too. So you can save a file, a PBN file, for example, and then use it for Petit Bridge. It will take only the 10 biggest cards of each hand, and then make a Petit Bridge hand. And then the children, as you can see, you can here write your comments, and then create a link to make them play a Petit Bridge deal. So you can insert it in a comment of a YouTube video, in a booklet, or whatever. What you want to do, this is free and totally open. So for maybe the future of the website, so I would like to create a shared global deal library, because every bridge teacher does the same thing all over the world. So we create bridge deals about the same topics, etc., etc. So I would like to create this open deal library with tagged deals, educational deals, rated deals, so they can have a ranking. If there are some developers here, you may know Stack Overflow, the website. So this is the same principle, where you can add a ranking to answers, and so get the best deals about one specific topic. Create group and course management for your students, so that you can share a link, one link, for example, for multiple deals, and send it in a very easy way. So that's it. And yes, the objective is to create this community and have an open tool for bridge teachers and bridge development. So that's all. I would like, just a few points. In France, what we so it's the same probably for your NBO. You have to involve real people and leverage. This is the key point. Don't do the things yourself. This is too heavy to do this. So you have to get people. Make bridge lovable, because with digital tools, for example. And it's just what you say. It means that people will not play bridge because it's good for them. That's not the way we have to speak and to talk about bridge. They will come to bridge and stay in our world if they get fun with bridge. So that's the way we have to sell bridge, and to think more digital. And I think the good way to merge digital bridge and in-presence bridge is to tell people that it's okay to play bridge in the way you want, so digital way or in-presence way, and probably that in-presence bridge is a premium version of bridge. So play like you want, and then we'll probably go to in-presence bridge. That's the good way. So thank you. You can reach me here at this address, and I can share with you what you want and different tools or different tips from France. And use ChatGPT to translate. Thank you.
One short question.
Yes.
For the idea to teach teachers that don't play bridge, to teach petit bridge, mini bridge, after schools, whatever the opportunity comes. Do you have materials even in French?
Yes, we have, and I will share it.
And can you share it? I mean, is it for free? Is it okay?
Yes, it will be think if you want to do some of the summer,
In information,
so you will have, let's say now we have release, so we have a short break, and release, and you can choose where to go. No, my slot is fine, but it's only 20 minutes, and by the way, we're first slightly scheduled, so we need to cut out some stuff. Good, I like that. I like it. I approve.
Here it's question, but it's about discussion. This one I'll also cut a lot. So this one will be cut huge. Because I don't have a background for that.
Okay, so guys, a short minute break. Please take your fresh air, do something, and try to be back in 5, preferably.
5 minutes, not at 5 o'clock. Not, yeah.
Young people, I have only 4 or 5 players a yard. How we can play because I need also
Now-
the chance. I
Yes.
don't know.
So now for the kids, I distributed there the leaflets. They can just take a picture of that, send it to the other 2 kids. They can have it automatically now for premium
Because
plus,
I need for the other 2 person and also
but
for
otherwise
me.
you can contact me. Well, for you, they're not providing it for free. They're not providing. They're providing
They
for you.
told me that the teacher can have also because I have to make the lesson online because one is in Neuchâtel, one is in Bern, one is in Winterthur, and one is in Lugano. For me, it's impossible to play with them.
Exactly. Yeah, but
You can ask if they
we were,
can
we were
have
also, for example, for the federation, we were buying the subscriptions from Funbridge for the teachers. So they are providing free subscription for other
You can ask for 4 person, 5 with me.
Yes, but you know, then I can ask for everyone. This is what I will have probably the answer, because what I know they do is to giving to people, and they are
So
giving to
they
groups.
can play alone or without me.
Yes. Now I can do it for 1 year. Just take a picture and you will have 1 month for free as well. Sorry, 1 year for free as well. Just take the picture of the list and you will have that.
After you show me because I'm a zero for
But
computer.
by the way, I will show you even tomorrow the website, and you can start using that.
Okay.
Because it's without work for you. You can just only play with them and sponsor.
Okay.
We are all out of the ground to move it. This is what